Now the next left topic of first chapter is routine checking. Routine checking means checking of arithmetical accuracy of books of original entries. Actually, every auditor tries to prove that the accuracy of every aspect for which he is working with in form of auditing. It is done on the basis of arithmetic. तो always जो अर्थमेटिक बेसिस होता है उसी को ले करके ऑलवेज he carry on with this arithmetical base and find the arithmetical accuracy through this. So what does he do in this respect? Actually, he takes the view in respect of original entries and ledger and trial balance, and after watching all this, he tries to detect the clerical errors and frauds. Actually, as far as the work of auditing, you can say at the time of auditing, every auditor tries to make the a deep checking of all the books of accounts, and after deep checking, he finds if he finds anywhere that there is a clerical mistake or some doubtful entries, so he will try to find out the reason of that, and after doing all this, he tries to get explain all the situation of those entries laser and many other documents related to the financial activities. By doing this, he always try to see the debit and credit entries, ledger posting, and the total of all entries. If he finds that there is no problem, so after doing this, when he feels that everything is transparent and nothing is hidden in this and no any kind of fraud and wrong place handy, the debit side of total and credit side of total is equal, no difference in this. So first of all, what does he do? He starts from the journal entries, and after he comes at the ledger posting, and after ledger posting he comes into the trial balance, and after that financial balance sheet. So this is a simple exercise, but yet with a lot of detail analysis, and all these activities of simple exercise of detail analysis of all journal entries, ledger posting, trial balance, and balance sheet can be said as a routine checking. In other words, it can be said as a routine checking. So I think everyone is able to conceive me what I am saying. So in this is the clear concept of routine checking. Again, I would like to clarify this fact. It is a kind of exercise to inspect and check every journal entries, every ladder posting, and trial balance as well as balance sheet on the basis of mathematical accuracy. And you can say this exercise can be said in routine checking. So what is the purpose and what are the advantage of this routine checking? इस रूटीन चेकिंग के एडवांटेजेस क्या हैं? तो listen one by one. I would like to take it one by one. The first is no possibility of making fraud. Actually, if the routine checking is being done correctly on the basis of arithmetical accuracy, so there will be no possibility of any kind of mistake or fraud. Next point, if there is a error, first of what does it mean? Error means if anything is intentionally has been inserted in anywhere, so it will be found out by the auditor and he will be able to know why this is inserted here. So after checking all those transactions which are related to those intention by which that transaction has been made. So you can say this is the important base because it is being known as to the organization that routine checking will be done. Actually, every organization knows that every day or 2 days or 3 days, if the checking is done, so it will be routine checking, and through routine checking, generally all the mistakes and other things which are not complete or which are not accurate are generally detected by the auditor. Yeah, you can say a clerical staff who is kept for this working. So in this routine checking, you can say generally this work is done through the clerical staff, not by the auditor. But at the time of auditing, all this content which is prepared by the clerical staff is taken into the consideration and detected by the auditor. So in first step, you can say that it is a journal routine checking which is done by the clerical staff, but it will be included in auditing at the time of critical checking, critical inspection, and this critical checking and the critical inspection done by the will be done by the auditor. So what does he do? Actually, by doing this, he facilitates the verification of arithmetical accuracy. तो अर्थमेटिकल एक्यूरेसी के लिए वो इस चीज को वेरीफाई करता है. So this is all these are the advantages. But on the reverse side, what are the disadvantages? If the advantages are there of routine checking, the next question will arrive about the disadvantages. Actually, first disadvantage is this is a mechanical process. So on being mechanical, this is a very monotonous and regular base. बहुत ही मोनोटोनस होता है, रेगुलर बेस पे होता है, इसीलिए इट विल बी कॉल्ड मैकेनिकल. एक्चुअली the work which is done regularly, it it is said the mechanical. So for the in the same way you can say this is very monotonous and regular on the daily basis of arithmetical as accuracy, so it can be said this is a mechanical process. Next point, repetitive nature. Actually this routine checking is done regularly, so it its nature is repetitive. So every routine checking has repetitive nature. Repetitive nature. So in this repetitive nature, generally it happens the complex errors and complicated errors which cannot be detected generally is, or they are implied in, and when the substantive tests are being implemented, substantive tests are being done by the auditor or expert. So when he does this substantive text, he finds the reality, and at that time he detects all the things which is which are generally not detected by a clerical staff in routine checking. तो इस तरह की डिटेक्शन से डिटेक्ट करने के बाद जब ये एक्सपर्ट या ऑडिटर होते हैं वो इसकी कमियों को, इसके फ्रॉड को और जो भी मिस्टेक होती है उसको डिटेक्ट पकड़ते हैं और उसे करेक्ट करते हैं और अपनी रिपोर्ट में इट इज इंक्लूडेड बाय हिम इन हिज रिपोर्ट. तो all three things have been clarified. The first thing is the what is routine checking, and the second is advantage and disadvantage. You can say the next disadvantage is it is very expensive. So which work is done regularly, naturally it will cost very much because regular you have to pay for them. So it can be said that it is an expensive exercise. Problem of mismatching. Actually, at the time of when the debit and credit side are matched, so it is very monotonous and difficult to match the all entries from one side to with one side to other side. This is the this is an boring exercise, you can say. So on this level, generally clerical staff makes some error. So it can be done if it is done with good intention, you can say. So for removing this, we can say that it on in spite of doing it regularly, it can be done that it should be done on weekly basis, 15 days basis or monthly basis. Then this work will be a exciting or focused work for a clerical staff. So he will do it with devotion, as the various works are done on the basis of a period of long time. Actually, if it is done after 15 days or 1 week, all the 1 week work will be taken into consideration very minutely, and everything will be done in 1 day. So it is very possibility of no boredom, no monotonous. This is why every staff tries to take it on the basis of weekly, half in a month, on the basis of half month and 1 month. Now the next आपका जो point है, you can say this. Next point is one. After this routine checking, the question arises about the test checking. So what does it mean? Test checking is an TEST and not text. This is test. माने किसी चीज की परीक्षा करना, परीक्षण करना, टेस्टिंग जिसे बोलते हैं, यू कैन से इन अदर वर्ड. So it's a kind of testing. So what does it mean? The test checking is an accepted audit procedure wherein an audit is conducted on the basis of part checking. Actually, it is a part checking of routine checking, and it is done at the time of audit is performed by an auditor. So this is a test checking. What does it mean? At for example, in general life, if you test anything, you have to take a very little part of anything and test, and you can decide where may be the problem. So by this test checking, every auditor is able to know the reality about all all basic things of test checking. So we are not going for a complete checking in this respect. We can say that we are not going for a complete checking, but the part checking. This I have told. Every test checking is a kind of part checking. For example, if you want to test of any food, there is no need to eat the complete food. You have to take one full of a spoon and check it. So in this way, in the same way, you can say that test checking is a part of whole checking, whole routine checking. Actually, in every business, you find a large number of business transactions are done by any trading company, yeah, any firm which are doing the business. So there is a lot of transactions. There may be lot of transactions of sales. Actually, in every business during the whole year, sales are done always on the basis of day to day to whole year. So all the sales transactions are present into this test checking. हेलो हेलो, ये कौन है भाई? हेलो, ये कौन बच्चा है? You can say in other words, what do you mean by the test checking? Test checking is a part of any checking, any financial content, journal entries, ledger, and whatever so are which are related to the financial transactions. All these transactions are done through the sales which runs from one day to whole year. So there are many entries, there are many transactions of sale in the whole year. That's why every auditor always try to take thus a little part of those content, and he tries to know the real factor about that sale transaction, and what he finds can be said as a टेस्ट चेकिंग. तो टेस्ट चेकिंग ये किसी भी कंटेंट का छोटा हिस्सा चेक करने की एक्सरसाइज होती है, क्योंकि सेल्स में बहुत सारी, बिकॉज यू कैन सी द वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ सेल्स ट्रांजेक्शन, a large number of sales transaction are done during the year. To detect all these, before detect all these, every auditor takes only a little part of this for his checking, and on this basis he makes the work of test checking. Actually, you know, the routine checking is done on the daily basis, but the test checking can be done weekly, monthly, or quarterly. Generally it is done quarterly, not weekly, because if it is done weekly it will be very costlier in some way. So it is always considered by every firm or business institutes that in spite of doing the routine checking, this is also very necessary for any organization. So by doing this, every auditor tries to analyze and examine all the facts which is related to the routine checking, because he gets the content From where he will get the content? Actually, he will get the content from routine checking. So this is the way of test checking what is done by an auditor in this respect. So this is the another part of test checking. We were discussing about the test checking. So I have clarified this. This is a little part of routine checking. Actually, for example, if there are hundreds of entries, yeah, 200s of entries, so all these 200s of entries will be divided into 10 parts, yeah, 20 parts, to and each part will be out of all those 20 parts only one part. If it is in if it is done in part of 20 entries, which is the 1/10 part of all those entries, will be taken into the consideration for test checking. So he will not take all the entries in this respect. What does he do? Actually, by doing test checking, he may take a short portion of these entries. It may be in form of 10%, 20%, or 50%. Generally, it is taken 25% or 50%. So after taking this 25% or 50% among the total entries, he starts their work of test checking. So after, actually, if any auditor is going to take the 25 entries of 200 entries, yeah, 100 entries, so what will he do? Actually, he will do the test checking by taking the all details of those 25 entries. So you can say that it will be called a partial. It is done on partial manner, on the basis of partial manner. So the accounting data on which the this work of test checking is being done will be taken into the consideration only on the basis of reasonable, only on the reasonable basis. This test checking is done by an auditor. Actually, the test checking cannot verify the all entries, but it indicates the some reality of that content. इट मीन्स क्या हुआ? इट मीन्स ये हुआ कि किसी भी टेस्ट चेकिंग से पूरी 200 एंट्रीज को नहीं जाना जा सकता है, लेकिन फिर भी उसके बारे में कुछ इशारा हमको मिल जाता है. We are able to get the indication through all those 25% of entries. So this is a kind of work which can be said the test checking. So if you can, now you can say that the size of organization is related to this type of test checking. How actually the organization size is very huge and their transactions are done on the bulk basis. तो आप कह सकते हैं कि जब बल्क बेसिस पे किसी भी फॉर्म में ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं सेल्स के, तो वहाँ पर बहुत सारे पार्ट्स करने पड़ते हैं टेस्ट चेकिंग के लिए. I have given the example of 200 entries, but it may be the 2000 entries also. In that situation, every auditor tries to take the some greater part of these entry, and he will start for this, and after taking that portion he will be able to conceive the approx fact for all that sales transaction. So you can say for the detailed procedure he will have to take the internal checking system. He will have to follow the internal checking system, and it will come after test checking. The first thing is the routine checking, second thing is the test checking, and after these two tests you can, the question arises about the internal checking. This is the most important thing. Actually internal checking is the essential part of any auditing. So now we will going to take the next one is what is internal checking. Internal checking क्या है? तो इंटरनल चेकिंग क्या है? इट इज ए इंटीग्रल फैक्टर which shows the functions of internal control system. जो भी इंटरनल कंट्रोल सिस्टम से जुड़े हुए फंक्शंस होते हैं, काम होते हैं, जुड़े हुए का मतलब इंटीग्रल फंक्शंस आपस में संबद्ध जिसे बोला जाता है, जितने भी उससे जुड़े हुए काम होते हैं कंट्रोल सिस्टम से, उन्हें इंटरनल चेक किया जाता है, उसे इंटरनल चेकिंग कहा जा सकता है. यू कैन से द इट इज एन अरेंजमेंट ऑफ ड्यूटीज ऑफ ऑल स्टाफ मेंबर्स. तो ऑडिट करते समय एट द टाइम ऑफ डूइंग ऑडिट ऑल द ड्यूटीज, जो भी उनकी ड्यूटीज है उनका भी डिटेल होता है. एवरी फर्म हैज द रिकॉर्ड्स ऑफ ड्यूटीज ऑफ ऑल स्टाफ. तो उन रिकॉर्ड्स को भी internal checking में all these records are included in internal checking, because at the time of auditing every auditor takes the help through all these records of all staff in any firm. So what are the objectives of this internal check? Internal check के objectives क्या है? To protect business from carelessness and inefficiency and fraud. जो इनएफिशिएंसी और फ्रॉड और केयरलेसनेस होती है उससे प्रोटेक्शन दिलाती है ये. यू कैन से कि थ्रू दिस इंटरनल चेक द केयरलेसनेस, इनएफिशिएंसी एंड एनी fraud or mistakes or error are detected easily, and for the protection this internal check is done. Next, to ensure and produce the adequate and reliable accounting information. Actually, by internal check, adequate and reliable accounting informations are provided by an auditor to the firm. Do you can say in other words, by an auditor, the reliable information, the accurate information based on mathematical accuracy are provided to the firm. Next one, the keep the moral pressure over the staff. तो you can take the example कि अगर किसी फर्म में स्टाफ्स की सारी एक्टिविटीज को देखा जाता है, उनको चेक किया जाता है, तो there is always a moral pressure for all them to perform their duties regularly and with decency. तो on this basis you can say that it makes a moral pressure over all the staffs, because everyone know in internal checking we will be detected. To avoid all those conditions, every staff works regularly with all care, you can say, to minimize the chance of error and fraud. Next one is the, if we are doing the internal checking, so it will be there will be very possibility to minimize the chance of errors and frauds. They cannot be reduced at all. They can be minimized. So these are the internal checking objectives. Next one is the to minimize the chances of any common mistakes, errors, and something like that. You can say fraud भी इसमें include किया जा सकता है, or intentionally if anything has been done wrong by anyone, it can be detected through it. Next, that to divide the work in such a way that the no business transactions would be left unrecorded. Actually, all the work is divided according to the staff liability. तो जो भी ट्रांजेक्शन्स होते हैं किसी भी बिजनेस में, तो इफ वी आर डूइंग इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डिवीजन in a division anywhere in the institute, it will be very easier for him to record the all things and all activities of all staffs. So nothing will be unrecorded by the firm or any business institutes. ठीक है, किसी भी बिजनेस फर्म के द्वारा अगर ऐसा किया जाता है, काम को डिवीजन बना के किया जाता है, तो किसी भी एंट्री के छूटने की संभावना ना के बराबर होती है. द लास्ट वन इज विच इज द लास्ट वन इज टू फिक्स द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ एवरीवन बाय द डिवीजन ऑफ वर्क. तो डिवीजन ऑफ वर्क कैसे तय होता है? सबकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से. तो जब रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तय होगी, व्हेन द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज फिक्स्ड on the basis of division of work, the work will survive very easily. So you can say that is the content for today, and tomorrow I think your class will be at 12:10, I think. So your time will be, class time will be delivered into your WhatsApp group, and you can see and join my class. So now it is okay for tomorrow, sorry, today. So I'm going to leave now. Okay, everyone. We will meet tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.